as a project, what I got was we had a couple of tests that happens. Like if I want to check is my engine of a good quality or not, and is will there be any failure in this engine while it is being manufactured. So there are a couple of tests that happen. One is called a hot test, one is called a cold test. uh, Cold test is basically something like they just enter water into that engine and they check how is my engine working. So that kind of thing they test. Then there is a hot test. Hot test is basically something in which they put in the fuel in the engine and then they test it out. So obviously, when they are using fuel, that is a costly process, and when they are using a water, that is definitely something very cheap that they can easily do. So now, what they wanted from us is, can we utilize whatever tests that we are doing in cold test? Basically, at the one in which we are using this water and we are checking what is the pressure, is my motor running in the way it should. So these things they wanted to identify. Can I use my cold test to identify the parameters of hot test? Or can I use this cold test as a baseline to say that if I have these characteristics in this particular cold test, like is my speed moving in this particular direction when I'm increasing the speed? How is my torque? How is my uh, oil pressure? So this pressure kind of a thing. So they wanted to identify these particular things. And utilizing this, they want to eradicate their hot test so that they only do it when and when it is actually required. So this was one of the project. Also using the cold test, can I identify that at the later point in time there will be failure, because this particular cold test is not up to the the best. See, at times these obviously a test has a pass and fail thing. Okay, this is my parameter. If it's in this range, it's pass. If it's in that range, it's fail. But is there a particular combination of things? Like even if I'm saying that it's in the range, is there a combination of multiple parameters that come at play and say that even if it's appearing pass right now, maybe after 6 months, maybe after 8 months, it's going to be failure, it's going to cease, it's something, some issue or some anomaly kind of a thing will happen. So that there where we we utilize our basically identifying these parameters, identifying the typical anomaly detection techniques that we have now. uh, how do you do your anomaly detection when you have data at every 1 minute grain? Generally when we have data, it's about one engine, one values, but it is not that clear in actual real life data. It is like one engine, 1 hour, 2 hour you have a data. How will you handle such scenarios? So that kind of correlation, that kind of identifying parameters, so that kind of thing goes into process. And it's not always about the model. Like at times, when we are studying machine learning, we are more or less into the fact that okay, what model I'm going to use, which model should we use. We are generally focused into that direction, but it's not that at all. Like when you do a real life project, you realize that when people used to say कि 80% time they spend time on data preparation, I used to feel कि इतना क्या data preparation they are doing. Like really I used to think that way. And now while I'm on this side, I really realized कि नहीं यार, this is true. Like why are they saying 80% time? This is because the data is in the rawest form you can ever imagine. Whenever we are using the Kaggle ka data, yeah, any data set which people have shared online, and we are just applying model, it's like a straightforward procedure. But in real life, it's not like that at all. You have a raw data. The data will be as a text file. Now you have to join the data from multiple text file into a table that can be used. Now this data directly cannot be used in a model. You have to transform it. You have to do a lot of data engineering. And data engineering is like, we assume ki in companies there will be a data engineer which will do that, but that is not the case always. Being a data scientist, it's your responsibility that you handle the data properly. A data engineer को guide करना, or basically what you actually need for a model, that is something you have to think. That is something you have to decide, and you have to be aware of how you want to do it or what is actually required by you. So if you say that this particular parameter is important, you should know to how to capture that particular parameter, how to identify that particular parameter from your data. That is something that you ought to do. And so we need to focus on this data engineering part. that is one thing I'll tell everyone, like try using raw data, try learning SQL is something which is very it's not considered to be very very important. We are saying ki, हाँ ठीक है, SQL is quite easy, select, we only need to do the select star operation, right? It's select star group by, it's very easy, we don't need anything like that. But actually it's not that. You should know window functions. This will be a life savior, I'm